Hey everyone, welcome back. New trade recap here. This time I'm gonna discuss you the trade that was happening on Nasdaq 3rd of October, and let's go through it step by step. So first of all, you know I mark up the key levels, so let's double check. The key level is from the 2nd of October. It was the POC, and as you can see, it gave quite a reaction there. So let's zoom in a bit to see if we had all the confirmations and where you could have entered. I think the best part is to do this in a replay mode so you can see exactly how price was forming on this level, where you could enter and where you could step out of the trade. So you see price now moving towards the key level. We got the candle close here on the right. So I'm just going to pause every time when I see some valuable information. So right now, this candle is like literally really close to the key level. And as we zoom in, since the indicator is already saying we have imbalances here, let's zoom in on the footprint to see what we exactly have. So you see finished auctions and then an imbalance. So for me, this is already a valid stacked imbalance. It's close to the level, so it really depends on what is price going to do from this moment on. Because stacked imbalances is really part of the confirmation list that I'm having to enter a trade. Besides having the stacked imbalances, I'm looking for a volume increase and also for a delta shift. You can see already that volume is definitely increasing towards this level. So let's play it forward, see what else is happening. So price is touching now the key level, so it's now mitigated. Still, we're having our information, the stacked imbalances, and as you can see, also our volume increase. We don't have here the delta shift going towards green because we're looking here for a buy from red to green. Right now it is like massively red. So we need more information, means more candles. Let's play it forward. New candle was closed. Price is still hanging around here like it wants to reverse. And you see we still have like a lot of volume. During US session, and our delta is slowly shifting. It's decreasing, but still no green shift. So in that case, I'm still waiting for another candle here to get the confirmation I want to step in here. One extra thing I want to say here, you see now that delta is shifting and that price seems to move away from here. This is like a moment that you could potentially feel like the FOMO. You really want to step in because it looks all perfectly now. But with this strategy, it's really important to just wait for the candle close, because that means that you had all the information you wanted to step in an objective and less emotional way. So we wait another 1.5 minutes to see what the result is of the delta. All right, candle is closed, and I'm seeing that the delta is now green. Even though it's 15, it means it's positive, which also means it shifted now, and we can enter here. Like I said, you really need to look at it in an objective way. You want the volume increase, you want stacked imbalances, and you want to have that delta shift. So that's why you can enter literally after the candle close of this trade. And then you know your SL is going to be below this low. Just a little bit extra, because you know that the spread is always an element that you need to add to your trading. With futures, it's barely anything, but with CFD trading, you know you need to adjust it a little bit. So in this case, SL a little bit below the low, entering with the candle close. And in this case, I am aiming for 2R. And why for 2R? Because I look at the information that's already giving here at the market profile. That's the thing with looking at a chart. You really look at the information that is already there. So we are already in the US session, which means we had here the open and price really was falling down quickly. Could be that price will keep falling down. We don't know, but we do know that there is here a massive amount of volume. And as you can see here, it really started from this point So you can see that my TP is right at that level where the most volume is, where you see here compression, moving up and then massively down. So a lot of volume was traded right here. So that's why I'm saying use the information you're having. I'm aiming here for the 2R. And let's see how the trade plays out. On a little side note, you see that the volume here on the market profile is really shifting. You see that now the point of control is literally at the point where the trade was starting. Means that more buyers are stepping in here. Gives us sort of a support way and gives me actually more confidence in the way that this trade will hit the TP and probably will reverse massively after. So TP has been hit, and as you might have seen later on the chart, price is really falling down further. Just play it forward a little bit faster so you can see. So you see that price really kept moving around here. Like I said, it was really the area of the most volume, as you saw on the market profile, and price just kept on falling down further, which was already seen as well during the open of US session. This is the way of literally looking at what is a safe TP. Never get greedy. This is really a lesson about it. Focus on the information that you're having. So in this case, I gave you like the confirmation list of how to enter here on this Nasdaq trade, but also look at the extra information that is already on the chart. Where to put your SL, where to put your TP, and never ever get greedy. All right, hope this was helpful. Let me know down below in the comments.